Guys, welcome back to another episode of Atlas Survival Shelter. So I read the comments below and I always say, why the hell are you in Los Angeles? Well, I'm in Los Angeles for one reason and one reason only, for money. Okay, there's lots of money here and people like to buy my doors and they like to buy bunkers. And believe it or not, 9 out of the top 12 most conservative cities in the United States are actually in California. Bakersfield, California is the second most conservative city in the country. Number one is Provo, Utah. So not everybody in California is a liberal-loving, gun-hating tree hugger, okay? But I do have plans. People always say, I wouldn't be caught dead there. Well, I don't want to be caught dead here either. So I have a plan. And my plan is I'm building a prepper community. I bought 70 acres. That's 167 miles exactly from this table right here. Because every time I go there, I check my odometer. And I make little notes of like where I can store a cache of like this. This is a cache that I'll bury in the ground with food, water, ammunition, whatever I need. So if I ever have to bug out, I go to cache to the river, and then to the settlement. And then the ways I'm going to get out of Los Angeles. My plan is, because I figure the roads are going to be bogged down, I've got a Montebello military grade bicycle that's called the Paratrooper. But there's the Montebello bike, which is called the Paratrooper, which I will carry in the back of my car. And if shit ever hits the fan, I'll leave my car on the freeway, pop out my bike, take my 72-hour bag, and I'll either come back here to the office and I'll load up on my supplies, or I will go straight to my prepper community where I'm putting in bunkers and I'm going to have cabins. And I'm going to have people from Los Angeles that are like-minded join me out there. And we're going to turn it into a retreat where we're going to go and have fun on weekends. And we're going to hang out and be good buddies. And we're going to shoot guns, because you can't carry a gun in a lot of property on the parks here in California. But on private property, you can walk around like you're in Texas and carry a gun and just shoot stuff off in the sky. So you're kind of free. In this particular land I bought, literally go in there, you got to go through a canyon for like 12 miles, like something out of a John Wayne movie. And it gets as narrow as 40 feet wide in some areas. And I'll show a couple clips here of like going to my property, because this video, when it started off, is just going to be about my gun and how I'm going to get out of town if I have to, if there's zombies attacking me or whatever. But so I'm building this prepper community, and I guess I'm going to let the word out now that if you want to join me on this thing, send me an email and say, hey, I'm interested in joining your prepper community. It's going to cost some money. You know, bunkers aren't free, cabins aren't free, the land's not free. But to get into the deal, it's going to cost about 10 grand, okay, to help pay for the land. And then you got to have to pay for your own bunker and your cabin. But, you know, it's a weekend retreat where we can go and hang out and do our skills. And I'm going to shoot my YouTube videos there. I'll be testing on my saws and guns. And dude, I've got more freaking guns than I don't know it, than Imelda Marcos had shoes, seriously. But my guns are in Texas. So I'll do some of my videos from the Texas factory. But I'm doing a lot of them right here from California, because I'm in California a lot right now. And we film a lot. I do a lot of TV. I do a lot of news. I do some reality shows. I guess some of you guys saw me on Doomsday Preppers, you know, a few years ago. But I've been on like 16 reality TV shows now, I think, and done about 150 of these TV documentaries on stuff. But anyway, we'll cover some of this prepper community coming up. But people ask me, well, how the hell are you going to get out of town? And my answer is Remington 870. That's how I'm going to get out of town. Now, you can't legally open carry a gun in the state of California. But if it's locked up in a case, you can. My gun of choice for bugging out is going to be this Remington 870 Assault 12 gauge shotgun. Now, I have probably had in my lifetime 7 or 8 Remington 870s. I mean, I'm 56 years old now, and I probably bought my first one when I was 18 years old. And you know what? They're kind of like tires. They wear out every few years, and you got to replace them because they make them for like $199 now. But this gun here cost about $400, and it's got the extended choke tube on it, so it holds. You ready? Count this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 3-inch 12-gauge shells. Okay. Now that should be enough to do some damage on somebody if they want to mess with me. But this gun here, I like it because it has a little breacher tip on the top. But if you stick that in some zombie's gut, you know, they're already kind of halfway putrid. So the zombie would just, actually, that's right, you got to put it through their brain, don't you? But anyway, you know what, that's for TV. I'm being serious now. There are no zombies like on The Walking Dead. But you know, if you need a good self-defense gun, and I've been joking about this, but if you need a good self-defense gun, but I've always planned on this being my gun to get out of town, and this is Condor body armor, and I'm not recommending this or anything, it's just something I bought at a gun show a long time ago, and it matches my shirt, and I think it looks really pretty right now. So anyway, so I thought I'd put this on for this video, but this has got a 1/4-inch armor plate inside, and I forget what level it is, but it will stop any pistol round or any shotgun round. So my plan was to load up on my body armor, get out of town, and once I get out of town, drop the body armor because this crap is heavy. And my backup gun is one of my favorite pistols of all time. This is the H&R model 999. Now, I bought this one used because they don't make them anymore. So if you buy one, you have to get it used. But I've got like 3 of these. But what's cool about this gun, or what I like about it, is it's a 9-shot breakdown revolver. And when you break it down, you can tell it will automatically eject. So I don't want to do it and drop my shells all over the place. You know what's funny, guys? The guy who's filming this right now is from China. He does my editing. And he's like, "Oh, you have gun! I can't believe you have gun! I never hold gun!" So I let him hold the gun. He's like, "Ooh," like telling me, "You can't do that. It's loaded." He's like, "Oh, I never held a gun before." And I'm like, "Man, hey, that's loaded too now."
Yeah, I'm not approaching this part, you know.
Wow.
Damn.
Isn't that cool?
It is.
Hey, isn't it good to be an American?
Oh yeah.
You know another funny thing? I just put out the video on the slingshot knife, the Maxim slingshot knife, and then one of the comments below is, oh, by the way, the winner of the Maxim knife is Jeff Smith. Okay, so if your name's Jeff Smith, send me another message on this video and say I saw you on your next video where you said I won the Maxim knife. So anyway, he was like the 2nd or 3rd guy to make a comment. I said I'd give away that Maxim knife, so you win it. I'm going to send one directly to you from Amazon. And you know what, guys? That freaking knife went from $19.95 to like $22.38 in like a day. I don't know why it went up in price, but it went up in price. But it doesn't matter. I'm still going to send Jeff Smith one, and thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing to my channel. But anyway, like I said, everything I everything I review, I give away with the exception of things like this. I'm not going to give you away my personal guns, okay? But, so, the answer to some of the comments were, when shit hits the fan, buddy, how are you going to get out of Los Angeles and California? So my answer is my trusty 22, which I love, which y'all can hunt with, and it's not going to jam on me, and good old Mr. Remington 870. And, you know, I've never even shot this gun. I don't need to. It's a Remington 870. I can take this gun apart with my eyes closed. And anyone who's had a Remington 870, you know they've made like 10 million of these. Remington 870, I think that's what they're at, 10 million. So most produced shotgun, I guess, in the world. But if you're ever going to get in a fight and you're going to end up in mud and you can't clean your gun, this gun is going to shoot. It is the old reliable. You ask anybody, given if they could have one gun that they would bet their life on in warfare, and it would be a Remington 870 because it's not going to hang up, it's going to shoot. It's kind of like the AK-47, but in a shotgun. So anyway, so I hope you guys like my gun. It's got the it's got a sight on it. It's camouflage. It's got a pistol grip. I hope YouTube doesn't like ban my video from this, because I don't know what the rules is on gun videos. But I'm not shooting the gun. I'm just answering a question on how I'm going to get to Los Angeles and how I'm going to arm myself. And the answer is, I got to take a Remington 870. You got to have it in a locked case. Just because it's the apocalypse and the end of the world doesn't mean that there's no law, although it will act like there's no laws. But you can't just walk down the street like you are in Texas or Utah or Nevada or Arizona and carry a pistol or a shotgun. But I'll let them write me up a ticket, because if we really hit the apocalypse, I'm really not going to worry about it. I'm just going to carry my freaking gun. I'm going to have it right here. And anybody gets too close, they're going to get a load of some BBs, because I don't have buckshot. I've got BB shot, which is I could actually shoot a zombie with BBs. I could shoot a duck with BBs. I can shoot a goose with BBs. It'd be hard to hit a dove or a quail or something, but I've done it before, because I've had dove fly by me while I was duck hunting, and it's like, oh, there's a dove, and killed it. So, but anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video on what gun I'm going to use to bug out of Los Angeles with. And again, the answer is a good old Remington 870. All right, guys, and thanks again for tuning in for an episode of Atlas Survival Shelters. You know, these videos are starting to come out almost daily now, so make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And again, the gun I'm going to bet my life on to get out of Los Angeles, good old Remington 870 12 gauge pump. And again, congratulations to Jeff Smith for winning that Maxim survival knife, for being a subscriber to my channel. And one thing, guys, about that little extra knife that's in here, I missed it in the last video. I got to bring it up. Sorry, this wasn't planned. Guys, I just realized that that secondary knife, you can tie it off to a stick and you've got you a harpoon. So I kind of missed that on the last video. So anyway, thanks for watching this episode of Atlas Survival Shelters, and I'll see you next time.